Everyone, I'm Brian, and welcome to the channel. It is July 1st, Tuesday, July 1st, is the day I'm recording this. We are halfway through 2025. We've had a good year with the Black Series. We had a few weeks ago, Hasbro had a huge announcement. I think probably one of the, I don't know, maybe number one figure or not figures set that they've released. Let's hope that they follow through with it because it looks awesome. We'll get to that here in a little bit. We'll take a look at my budget. Budget looks pretty good, and I believe this video is going to be dropping on Friday, July 4th. So happy 4th of July. And so yeah, let's take a look at where we are in the Black Series this year. So I got my spreadsheet up. Uh, Spreadsheet is grouped by figures in their subline, and I've got the sublines in Star Wars canon chronological order, I guess. So we're starting off with the Acolyte. We've had 3 releases so far. The blue represents figures I did not pick up. Green is a figure that I did. We'll get down a little bit more. The orange ones are pre-orders. I've passed on Basil. I've passed on Vernestra, but I did pick up Kelnaka. I can't pass on any of the Wookiees here. So moving down to the Phantom Menace, Bulba, definitely a pickup. That's been a second quarter pickup. Great figure. Figure that most of us did not expect to get in the Black Series, and they did a pretty good job with that. Definitely a contender for top 10 this year in my list. Moving down to Attack of the Clones, Luminarian Dooley was number 7 in the line, Shakti number 8. Both of those were easy pickups. I've got number 9 Barriss Offee on pre-order. And I did pass on the 2-pack. Again, it's a good 2-pack. I've got both figs. I'm not really army building either of those, being the Clone Trooper or the Super Battle Droid. But for $40, that's a good deal. But just something I've passed on for now. Moving down to the Clone Wars, number 18, the Commando Droid, and 19, Savage Opress. Easy pickups for both of those. Savage, definitely a top 10 contender as well. Moving down to number 20 is the Jedi Temple Guard. That's a recent pre-order. I actually pre-ordered 2 of these, so can't wait to hopefully that turns out as good as that looks as well. The Clones of the Republic line, the 2-pack with Obi-Wan and the 212th Clone Trooper. That was a pass. I've got both of those. I actually did pre-order this originally and then canceled it. Again, I've got both figs. I figure I could use that $45 elsewhere. Revenge of the Sith. Commander Picard, number 2 in the line. That was a pickup. And I pre-ordered Clone Lieutenant, I believe it's pronounced Gale. Not sure. Anyways, he's number 3 in the line. That is a mainline release and a figure that I did pre-order. All right, moving to Andor. All right, so 13 in the line is the updated Krennic. That is the same figure we got a few years ago back in a red box with the face update. Originally, I did pre-order this. However, I canceled it because the number 16 came up. That's a Target exclusive, and I thought that one looked a little bit better. So I'll pick up either one, maybe both at some point. The Range Trooper was a pickup. I actually was at Target today. That is on clearance already for $17. Andor number 15 and this Sinar test pilot. That's a pretty good figure. I have trouble. My helmet is tight as hell, and it actually takes Andor's head off with it. So I'm going to display that without the helmet, which is how he appeared in the movie or in the show anyway. So and then again, number 16 director Orson Krennic with the more formal uniform and the updated head sculpt. I will pick that up when I see it in store. I thought those were going to drop today, July 1st. I wasn't sure. I checked the website. Like I said, I was at Target today. I didn't see that or the number 17, the ISB Tactical Agent. Um, but the ISB agent was online is showing it sold out. So I'm sure it's going to be an easy pickup at some point. Nothing I'm going to rush to. And moving down to Rogue One, the 2-pack Shore Trooper and Death Trooper. Again, good price on these, good army builders. I've got both. I've passed on that. In fact, I sold a bunch of my Shore Troopers and Death Troopers. I'm just using what I've got on the shelf. Again, nothing I'm army building. My bread and butter, the New Hope original trilogy stuff. So we've already got Leia and Luke. We looked at those in the first quarter. Leia is definitely a top 10 figure for this year. Han and Chewie starting to release now. Hasbro Pulse still has an August 1st date. This is already, it's been out in New Zealand, of all places. Canada's getting it, and I think I saw on Yak Face today or yesterday that Entertainment Earth may be shipping as well. I'm not sure. Anyways, Han and Chewie, easy pickups for me. I'm looking forward to both of those figures, adding those to my collection. Sand Trooper, another easy pre-order for me. That's an easy pickup. I actually pre-ordered 2 Sand Troopers. And down to the Shadows of the Empire, something that I have no connection with, and I have passed on everything here. Dash Rendar, I think, at least on Hasbro Pulse, I think it was showing as sold out. The Luke and Leia 2-pack, again, something I've passed on. However, was it Nate at Out of the Basement, his review? Anyways, the Leia Bausch actually looks a lot better, so it might be a late pickup at some point. Not sure. Nothing I'm going to commit to right now. Mando, the Praetorian Guard, number 43, and the Dark Trooper Moff Gideon. Both of those were pickups for my collection. Nothing in the Book of Boba Fett. Moving to Ahsoka, we have Clone Captain Rex. The Phase 1 Clone Captain Rex, that was easy pickup. Anakin, number 17 in the Ahsoka line, another pickup for me. I think the consensus is on this Anakin figure that the face sculpt is really good. I do have this one opened up. I don't have the Target, the one that was on card. I do have that. It's on card. I don't have it open. But I think a lot are doing a head swap on those, using the original body from the Target exclusive and putting the new Anakin head on there. I'm going to leave mine as is for now. Also on pre-orders, the Night Trooper and Ezra. I think these are also in the Han and Chewie pack or net wave, and should be hitting the States here pretty quick. Skeleton Crew, one release, the Deluxe SM33. I've got on pre-order. If you ordered through Amazon, that is shipped already. I saw Dave at Red Wagon Dioramas has his already. Again, mine's a Hasbro Pulse pre-order and has not shipped yet. Gaming Greats, another subline. I actually had a lot of these figures and I've started selling them off. So it's something I just an area that I really don't have a connection to. Keeping some of the troopers, but pretty much everything else I have been selling off. So I've passed on Dagan Jarrah. I've passed on the Night Sister. I've passed on all these Amazon 2-packs, although I will say that the Cal Kestis Turgle multi-pack here is kind of intriguing to me. Again, I'm not a Gaming Greats collector for the most part, but that mullet head, I have an idea for a custom. So I might pick it up just for the head. Although Turgle looks kind of cool too. But again, a line I'm not that interested in. Really neat looking figures, but just something I have no connection with. Visions, I passed on the Ronin. That's the colorized version of the convention exclusive, the Star Wars Celebration in Japan. That I've heard all the reviews have been awesome on that, on the black and white one. The Wired Cape, again, is a first in the Black Series, but I did pass on that. And that one in the white right next to it, the Anakin Skywalker, Obi-Wan Kenobi. This is going to be the SDCC exclusive. I hope Hasbro pulls through on this one. It does look awesome. Uh, it's going. I just hope it's available. I'm sure this is going to be a Hasbro Pulse Disney Store exclusive. Like I said, I just hope they come through for everybody. This is highly anticipated. This is definitely going to be an order for me if I hopefully have the opportunity. Again, hoping my Hasbro Pulse membership comes through finally as an advantage. But again, this has the potential to being, in my opinion, the best ever Hasbro Black Series release. Let's hope they, like I said, hope they pull through with it. Nothing on the publishing series or holocoms yet this year. We did get some holiday edition. The Mummy Night Trooper, the Ghost Royal Guard, and the Dathomir Witch. Again, all passes for me. And then the card backs. Revenge of the Sith, anniversary card backs. I'm all in on these. I got a spot in my wall for them. I've already picked up Clone Commander Cody. I've picked up a couple of those. I got the Tactical Ops Trooper, Kit Fisto, R2. I've picked up, I think, 3. Yeah, excuse me. Count Dooku. I've got most of these already, so these are all going to stay on card. The duplicates I will open up. Pre-ordered Ayla Secura. I do have her on shelf already, so that's just going to stay on card. And I pre-ordered 2 Magna Guards. I'm missing the Magna Guard from my shelf. I know the original one was more white or grayish, but I did order 2 of these. One will stay on card and one for the shelf. So there you have it. That's a look at our 2025 Black Series checklist. A look at some insight on what I pick up, what I've got pre-ordered. So my budget, I set $1,500 this year for my 6-inch Star Wars action figures. Again, it's mostly going to be Black Series. I have sold so far this year $1,094 worth of figures, either through a local toy show that I go to about every other month. I've sold on eBay and some private sales. That gives my budget, moves that budget up to $2,594. I have purchased $1,322 worth of figures this year, moving my budget down to $1,272. I've got $385 worth of figures on pre-order, and that leaves my budget at $887. So again, I think I'm in pretty good shape for the rest of the year. So to just kind of wrap up this video, wrap up the first half of this year, a couple of things I'm working on. I've got the Book of Boba Fett subline. I've got those figures opened up, and I just got to finish some editing on that video. I've got my first G.I. Joe figure. It's in the mail on its way from Hasbro Pulse. Might do a quick, won't be a review, just kind of my opinion, my observations on this figure. And now that my shoulder's starting to feel better, I want to get back to work on my diorama that I'm working on. And I started that a couple months ago, so I want to get working on that again as well. So, and if you made it this far, thanks. Thanks for watching. Please leave a comment. I'm always looking for suggestions on my content and figure displays. And again, thank you, and I'll catch you at the next video.